Hello there, it's Vajragupta here. I'd like to tell you about our weekend retreat coming up at the beautiful Rivendell Retreat Centre in East Sussex. The retreat is over the summer solstice weekend, the third weekend in June. So that's the time of the year when the sun is in the sky for the longest day. It's kind of high summer, things flowering, things growing, lush, green, flowers turning into fruit. So it's a time of year that we associate with the generosity and abundance of the sun, of nature, a time of beauty, a time of plenty, a time of enjoying the world, going out into the world. So we've chosen a theme for the weekend which goes with the solstice, that goes with that time of year. So just to tell you a little bit about the theme. In Buddhism, there's obviously a very, very important quality called mindfulness, and that's been taken up in the secular world. We have secular mindfulness helping people with stress, helping people with depression, stuff like that, which is very, very important and necessary. But in the Buddhist tradition, mindfulness has an even more kind of profound, deep meaning. When we start to practice mindfulness, we become aware of our thoughts, our feelings, our body, our intentions, our desires. That act of mindfulness starts to create a spaciousness, an awareness, a perspective on things. In other words, mindfulness starts to take us out of ourselves into a bigger sense of self, a bigger sense of world. It even starts to break down the barriers between self and world. We start to become more aware, not just of what's going on inside us, but of other people, of the world around us. We're taken more into the world. And what we'll be exploring that on this weekend retreat, and we'll be exploring how mindfulness isn't just sort of watching what's going on inside. It's a kind of warm awareness. Mindfulness, in a way, has love in it. It has appreciation in it. It has a sort of warm, interested, curious, sensitive awareness of things that takes us out of ourselves into the world. Mindfulness tends towards the non-utilitarian awareness of things. It tends to take us out of ego into the world more fully and richly and deeply. And if you love the world in that kind of way, if you love things, they love you back. They become more beautiful. They become more alive. They start to speak to you in certain ways. So that's going to be the theme of the retreat, how to live like that, not just when it's a beautiful summer weekend in nature, but how can we take that back and live more like that all the time? Live from a more non-utilitarian, beautiful, appreciative mode of life. How can we sort of blend that in our everyday life? And we're going to be looking at a teaching from Sangharakshita, who's the founder of Triratna. It's a famous teaching he gave, I think back in the 1970s. It's called the Greater Mandala of Uselessness. So a mandala is a kind of sacred circle. So he's looking at life as we're living life from a sort of sense of uselessness. It's not like everything has to achieve something or do something or be something. There needs to be a kind of playful, appreciative, just doing things for the kind of glory of it, for the sake of it, kind of aspect to life. So that's going to be our summer solstice retreat at Rivendell Retreat Centre, third weekend of June. It would be lovely if you can join us, and there's more details and booking on the website. Hope to see you there.